Alright, what's going on? It is Exposed Antarctica here. Thank you for watching, and I am going to be sharing with you some of the stories that I see. And it's been only a day or two since my last video, and I just want to say thank you for everyone who is subscribing and watching these videos. I have an insanely small group of people right now following me and subscribing to me. I think I get like 30 views over a couple of days, which is kind of a lot for me. I started this channel about, well, 7 years ago. I went to the Bohemian Grove protest, and I posted a video on that, and I wanted to get into a bunch of like alternative different views of how society is ran, and I wanted to show people the different protests that were going on at the time. There was like Occupy going on, and Bohemian Grove, there's a bunch of protests, and I wanted to go to maybe Bilderberg and a bunch of other stuff and kind of hit the whole the conspiracy theory wagon torch. So now I am posting videos on Flat Earth. So I got woke up to Flat Earth almost 2 years ago. I got woke up. Dave Murphy, I have said in another video before, he woke me up, and I had heard about it before, but I really I watched a video on it, and it just kind of made sense to me how easy it is. You can just fool people with the educational system. It's really easy. Like, I was a substitute teacher. Like, you could just go into the room and just teach these kids. And I just thought, man, if they could get away with that, I mean, it's totally possible. So here, so I just go over fake news. All the science news is mostly fake, especially coming out of NASA. Not all of it's fake, definitely, but if you see NASA or something, it's basically a con job. So discovery of comet gateway to inner solar system alters fundamental understanding of comet evolution. So there's a supposed gateway into our solar system. So this is all, you know, like I said before in my other videos, this is all a joke. And I know I'm just going through these news articles. You could do the same thing and do what I'm doing. There's not really much content right now, but I do like to scan these articles, and I point out things that maybe one or two people, you know, might not know, you know, and maybe I have something to say that some people might not understand, and well, I want to go research farther, and maybe I'm just waking up a person who stumbled on this video and decided to do something, you know, just decided to, you know, think something different, which is always a good thing. So the new studies, so Central Florida researcher studying comets on the outskirts of the solar system are funneled to the inner solar system, coming closer to Earth. So as you know, there's no such thing as comets. It's all fake, and they say these things like the pathway of comets from their original formation location inward towards the sun has been debated. So apparently all rocks coming in have some sort of funnel that they pass through, which is totally ridiculous. The solar system is so huge, and you have so many rocks flying everywhere, that to say that any type of funnel system or anything would for any like number of rocks is just ridiculous. We have supposedly we have a huge like belt surrounding our inner solar system, though, and so they say that there's like that's the only way. I mean, that's one of the ways they can get in. So, how do new comets controlled by Jupiter's influence replace those that are lost? Where is the transition between residing in the outer solar system as small dormant bodies and becoming active inner solar system bodies exhibiting a widespread gas and dust comet and tail? So apparently when you get into the inner solar system, you have all of these characteristics. So these questions remain a mystery until now. What we discovered, the Gateway model as a cradle of comets, will change the way we think about the history of icy bodies. Centaurs are thought to originate in the Kuiper belt beyond Neptune and are considered as source of Jupiter family comets, which occupy the inner solar system. So they come in through this narrow region, that's because we're the solar system's on a plane. So if these rocks are coming in, it has to go through this funnel system around into the inner solar system. You can't go anywhere else, though. They can't come up from above, can't come up from top. It has to be on this plane, basically, for it all to make sense. So here we have, so for instance, see, let's look at this guy's shirt. Plane, circular plane right here, circling, orbiting the rocks, supposedly. Okay, so that is total BS. So I just clicked on this and I just figured out that I'd find a couple of articles that piqued my interest here. Forbes is so controlled, it's ridiculous. It's like, if you actually believe that people aren't bought out, all these space sites, science sites are all bought out by the higher powers that be, all controlled. And they put all these names, space.com, MIT, and Ad Astra, Brad Pitt is stellar, but the solar system is the real star of the show. Where do black holes lead, So, well, like I said before, all they're measuring and looking at are colors and lights, sounds from the firmament that's very high up, thousands of miles high up, and they send different space rovers. Like this is a supposed satellite that's going around the Earth, but it is just circumnavigating it basically in the plane, and it just glides along, kind of goes around in a circle, sort of. Something in the universe is killing off entire galaxies. So, planet Mars from pole to pole. So, as you might know, Mars is all a con job, and all filmed in the Arctic area. So, for a long time, so they have a pole in Mars that's covered in ice now. So they're releasing all these photos now of, sometimes they have poles with ice, sometimes they don't, the photos. So it depends on what you're dealing with, And they say that there's no water on Mars, but then, you know, for the longest time, and they didn't know if there's water, but there's clearly water with all this, you know, like, is it liquid water? Does it make any difference? Like, there's water there. We also know that it's sunken in elevation. The northern hemisphere is 2 kilometers lower than the southern hemisphere in Mars. You know, all this stuff. Baloney. Mars might have had tectonic plates similar to Earth's in its past. So here we have, kind of the same deal. So here we have the North Pole, which is totally different than this picture right here. Here we have basically the pole covering, like, it's like it would be covering a lot more than it here than it would be right here. So you can see here, totally 2 different views, 2 different models here. It's just kind of like when they show you the Earth from space view. It's like the different pictures NASA releases every year. It's like the whole the continents are totally different every single year. So one year it will have United States maybe like half the size. Sometimes it'll be like a fourth, you know, or something, and then like South America would be huge. Like every year it's different. If you want to go and see that, then go for it. Here I'll search for it really fast, and let's see if I can bring it up pretty easily. NASA pictures from space. Okay. Let's see here. So all you do is then you go to the image gallery. Image of the day, image from space. Let's see, year by year. Let's try year by year. So yeah. No, they're North America. One more try. Let's see. Okay, yeah, here it is. So, see, for instance, right here, we'll have, you know, North America, like, incredibly huge. Here we have it small. It's like, this is like literally, this is what they NASA will actually put on their website, is this photo, and it will then show this photo, and then it'll have, like, say 2008, 2007, all totally different. Right here, for instance, it's just big, small. I mean, if you have eyes, can you see this? I mean, can the SpaceX fanboys, can they actually see this? I don't know. Do they really buy all of this stuff from NASA and the science community? I mean, do they really honestly think they live on a giant spinning ball hurling through space millions of miles an hour at the whim of a huge rock coming in and destroying all of humanity? Like the dinosaurs, like a rock that killed the dinosaur 30 million years ago. All of these rocks are getting destroyed by the atmosphere somehow. They're burning up. But if a big one comes, then we're done. Do you really honestly believe that? I mean, that's one thing I always want to ask people. Like, if you believe this stuff when I talk to them, is do they honestly believe this story? Do they really honestly believe it, or do they just say it just to fit the narrative? Because it's easy just to live your life and fit the narrative. It's easy just to sleep through your life, sleep through it all, and don't have a care in the world. Just be happy, and no one calls you any names. No one will say anything about you, and you'll be, you'll be liked by your family and your friends, and you'll have a nice funeral. But will you really have a fulfilled life? Will you really live? Will you really question things? I mean, will your karma actually follow you into the next life? I mean, here we have insurance policy for planet Earth. Space agencies to smash spacecraft into asteroid at over 14,000 miles an hour. So they have asteroids supposedly that they land on that are going thousands of miles an hour, right? 14,000 miles an hour, all this stuff. And here we have these fake stories, like how they're going to somehow smash some sort of craft into a flying rock at 14,000 miles an hour. So I don't think you understand this, but to actually get something to go this fast, 14,000 miles an hour, is incredibly difficult. NASA and ESA are finally set to test the Earth's planetary defenses to see whether we can successfully defend ourselves from apparent scourge of space rocks. No, we will not be able to, because it will never happen. Just like you will never land on the moon. No moon landing. Musk warns Earth has no asteroid defense following God of Chaos news report. So here it is, another fear-mongering story. If you bring in Elon Musk, then the sheep will talk. So they're going to get the DART, which will ram into Didymos B at over 14,000 miles an hour. However, all that force will only translate into a change in the asteroid's velocity of just a centimeter per second or so, which could change the orbital period from almost 12 hours to a mere matter of minutes. So, here we have spacecraft impact. Oh my god, people, come on. Asteroid that killed the dinosaurs hit with force of 10 billion atomic bombs. T-wrecked. So, come on, people. You really think this? You really think that the dinosaurs? 10 billion atomic bombs? If there was 10 million atomic bombs going off on Earth, there would be no sign of any dinosaur. There would be no fossil fuel to make your gasoline with. Okay, do you believe that all of your fuel that you get for your car, which is, they tell you, is from old dinosaurs, and they say that the dinosaurs were killed off with a force of 10 billion atomic bombs? And you think that's real? The mission is set to launch in July 2021, with the impact expected in September 2022. God. So NASA has so many missions. There's of doing all this stuff. They're trying to, their planetary defense. And it's all bull, basically. So they're trying to get an insurance policy. Wake up, people. Come on. Wakey, wakey. Maine native to blast off Wednesday to International Space Station. Oh my god, come on. NASA astronaut Jessica Meir runs through procedures on September 11th aboard the Soyuz MS-15 during an initial Soyuz vehicle flight check. Meir. So, what I'm thinking these people do actually is, I mean, they probably sell their soul to Satan. You know, as bad as it sounds. So if you don't know, it's all Masonic. All the Masonic symbology they'll have here. Just looking at the phallic symbols, sun symbols, all this stuff. And what the high-level Masons do, the OTOs, 32 degree, 33 degrees, and you have to understand that most Masons, 95%, 96% of them, probably even more, aren't actually, are actually in the low lodges. The high level and the ones that are in the know and that control this stuff, that control this agency, they don't like you talking about this stuff, and they really throw it out in front of your face how much they control, though, and they throw it out through symbols, so you probably know. So she holds a bachelor's degree in biology, master's degree in space studies from International Space University, and a doctorate in marine biology. So yeah, these people are it's all fake. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to space. There's plenty of videos out there that will show you, and you know, there's no space. A lunar space elevator is actually feasible and inexpensive, scientists find. So we can't go to the moon, but a space elevator is very feasible, but we can't go back to the moon, or we can't even go to the moon anymore. Saturn's icy rings may actually be as old as the solar system itself. So let's go and read this. So all this technology they have, the rings might be as old as the universe. So all this infinite cosmos and the rings are as old as the solar system. So the icy rings were here when the solar system supposedly created itself. Wow. Yeah, all jokes. So let's get into some other stuff. I'm tired of these stories. So we have, let's see what's going on here. So my standpoint right now is I actually don't want to talk bad about any other flat earther, because I don't know. I don't know if Jeranism is real. I don't know if Mark Sargent is Mason. I don't know at all. I don't know them personally. I don't know. I don't understand them. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I don't want to take a guess that they are or aren't. They could be. That's all I'm going to say. They could be. Are they really? I don't know. That's okay. I'm just going to leave it there. So if you want to watch my channel, if you're deciding what this guy is likes, that's my stance right there. I don't know. So So let's see. Let's YouTube something. So we have a. See, let's go flat Earth. Let's see what's going on with flat Earth this week. And let me dig into a video. So here, there's a tour basically that's going on, a flat Earth tour through Europe, and so let's just click on a video really fast here. This is by
if you manage a team,
a guy. I don't think he's not a flat earther. I don't think. He could be though. I think he's just remirroring videos. So this is Flat Earth British. This guy I like a lot. I've seen a lot of his videos. He talks a lot about mud floods.
Flat Earth British, Martin speaking. Welcome people.
So let's see what he says here.
A flat projection for correct measurements. The advertisement says it will allow for the first time the exact and rapid measurement of a distance at a glance of an eye. Earth. And there's the advert. They are selling projections.
So let's see what he says here.
Let's establish these projections, these orthometric projections, okay? So what does Wikipedia say about orthometric projections in photography? Please scroll down and you can see we are talking about flat.
I'm always really happy to watch this guy's channel.
The advert is selling,
he's always pretty
not
solid.
Showing a flat projection for correct measurements. The advertisement says it will allow for the first time the exact and rapid measurement of a distance at a glance of an eye between any 2 points on the globe and given the traces of the Earth.
Which is pretty self-evident. You can research yourself. I'm not really going to go into that. So yeah, that's all I just want to say today. Nothing too out of the ordinary happening right now. They're still hitting you with a bunch of nonsense about how asteroids are happening. We're going to have to do the planetary defense and all this stuff. And is Venus habitable? Or was it likely habitable for 3 billion years? And something mysterious. And, you know, it's like a drama show. Science is like a drama show for the sheep. So I'm exposed Antarctica. I'm out. I'll probably post a exposed Antarctica video pretty soon here. So check it out. That's it. Thank you.